Hi there, Dean Linnell here with the Linnell Group at the Whistler Real Estate Company, and welcome to the Whistler Real Estate Ask Me Anything show, where I answer all your Whistler real estate questions. Okay, I want to jump right into today's topic, and I'm going to make it brief for you. I wanted to explain the differences between a deposit and a down payment, and it can be a confusing subject for some purchasers. So you're a buyer. Let's say you wanted to put in an offer on a property here in Whistler, and it's a townhome up at Blackcomb, and it's $1 million. Let's say it's a nice 3-bedroom townhome up there. So typical down payment would be around, typical deposit would be around 5% of the purchase price. Now, this is a point of negotiation within the contract. It could be more, maybe the buyer or maybe the seller wants it to be more, but 5% is right about the norm here in Whistler. And also in other areas down in Vancouver, other regions in BC, it tends to be around 5% of the purchase price. So let's say it was $1 million townhouse at Blackcomb, you're going to have to come up with $50,000 as the deposit. Now, this deposit could be quite a bit more if you wanted to make the offer more enticing to the seller. So let's say the property was under multiple offers and you're competing with 5 other people that really want this unit over at Forest Trails up at Blackcomb. Now, let's say you wanted to entice the seller to take your offer over the other ones. You might want to have fewer subject conditions. You also might want to put in a larger deposit, and 10%, 20%, even 50%. So you really wanted to show that you were very serious about purchasing the property. You might want to put down, $200,000 as a deposit instead of 50. So that's one thing. Now, if we move over to the other flip side of the equation, that is the down payment. Now, that's what the bank is going to require you to put down based on your financial history, has the amount that you're going to have to put as a down payment on the property. Now, what happens at closing is the lawyers will take from the buyer's agent's brokerage's trust account. It's going to take that deposit that's been held in there and combine it with the remaining money to make that total 25% down or 30% down or 20 or whatever it's going to be. So let's say it was a 25% down payment that the bank is requiring, and you've got 5% in the trust account with your real estate agent. You're only going to have to come up with another 20% to make that 25% down for closing. So one of the other little nuances here with deposits is that at least on my contracts, what I tend to do, and some of the other agents here in Whistler do as well, is when you put in that initial offer, you're going to have subject conditions on the contract. So let's say you're purchasing this Forest Trails townhome at Blackcomb, and you want to have a subject condition that's for financing, so getting your financing lined up. You want to also have a building inspection. Maybe you want to review all the strata meeting minutes for the building as well. Well, you're not going to give your 5% deposit until all those subject conditions have been satisfied, you're okay with everything, you've got your financing, the building inspection looks good, then you'll put in that deposit after that point. So you don't necessarily have to have it right immediately when you do the offer, but then you could put it in after you remove your subject conditions, and then the seller knows you're serious, you're moving ahead, and you're making the contract firm at that point, is what we call it. So hopefully this helps you understand deposits and down payments and the difference between the two. Thanks so much for dropping by the show today. Listen, if you have any particular questions about real estate in Whistler or Pemberton, just send me a DM or type Dean in the comments section below, and I'll reach out to you. I hope you got some value out of the show today, and please share this with your friends. We'll see you next week on the Whistler Real Estate Ask Me Anything show. Bye now.